The Interconference Week 1 matchup. It's the Denver Broncos visiting the New York Giants, a rematch of Super Bowl 21. And it all comes your way next.
Man, it's about... And we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Kenny Golladay, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of... And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
To throw is Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And give him a gain of 37.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was...
Linemen who occasionally caught passes, now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Devontae Downs there to make the stop.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play fake. Bridgewater. Throw to the right here to Gordon. Give him 6 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an end to come back. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. On second down, here's Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
To Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
from the 10, first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Now Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Excellent anticipation again by Justin Simmons. Read the play the entire way. Career high, 5 interceptions in 2020. A first-time Pro Bowler. I doubt it'll be his last.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Open man is Gordon, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. 19 yards that time for number 19. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. Barkley. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. Fine work there on the touchdown run. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime he hand the ball to a back.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. To throw, Bridgewater.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
A handoff to Barkley, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First down, Bridgewater.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. A pretty good effort there. 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the 1st down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a 1st down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Jones is going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
He's going to go up top again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Williams. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That is caught by Williams for a Denver touchdown.
Seth Williams.
His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it's going to be second down. A give to Barkley out of the gun, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's caught by Galladay. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Well, some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants have taken the lead.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
touchdown here to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, second down. From the gun, Bridgewater.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
On third down, Bridgewater.
This one swung out to Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
Freeman going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Williams diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 22.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that takes us from second to third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll find Golladay. That's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Barkley. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick, just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever...
And this is going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked. They're taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
For the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Bridgewater to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now Bridgewater. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey